Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be checking out the song Pure Repeat in brackets Stay by Stray Kids. I know nothing going into this song apart from the fact that the song was written by Seungmin and Han. I don't know why I said that order. Wink wink. Um, but that's all I know. And I only found that out because I was scrolling on Twitter a little bit ago and I saw a clip. I didn't get to see the anniversary live yet, and so yeah, I saw this clip that was like Seungmin talking to Han, and they're talking about the song that they wrote, which obviously is this. My plan for this, because this I don't know if this is gonna have a music video, but right now it doesn't. It's just I think it's available on streaming, things like that. My plan is I have the English translation because there's no lyrics on this. So I have the English translation, and as I watch, I'm going to probably pause to refer to the English translations. Pause warning, as usual, I will pause as much as I feel I need to. I am autistic. Pausing helps me process things. Yeah, without any further ado, let us get into Pure Pete Stay. So yeah, I'm excited. I like how it sounds already. Oh. Are you kidding me? Already, I'm smiling. Already, I love this. Already, I love this, love this, love this. Ah, I love Sungmin's voice so much. And we're only, what, we're only 21 seconds in. I love this. I love his voice so much. Um, what a great way to start the song. As I said, I'm pausing because I have the English translation of the song alongside this. I'm really loving how this sounds, but I'm not talking about that right now. Sorry, I was gonna talk about it, but I just looked over and it looks like we've still got a verse, so I'm gonna wait a second. Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, I really, really like this so far. I will be going back because, yeah. Apparently this is the chorus, so I was like, oh, verse. But apparently this is the chorus. Someone said, even if we don't know where we're headed, but if we're looking at the same place, somewhere where the stars shine, won't we still dream of tomorrow? That is beautiful. And I love that for Stray Kids and Stay having a common denominator, a common goal. And then Han said, even if I become a star swallowed by darkness, just like now, stay by my side, because I'll become the universe that holds you close. That's so cute. I love that. Genuinely, like the way that like, because like the universe is everything, and so like that metaphor of the universe hugging you, like reality, everything. Um, Especially like when a lot of people might feel alone. The idea that Stray Kids want to wrap the universe around those people, around those particular stay as well. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, and they both sounded phenomenal. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I am going to come back because that changed there. But I really love the way that Ian's voice worked into Lino there. Um, Ian was obviously the bulk of that. Um, and I'm checking just to make sure, according to the lyrics, Ian is the bulk of that section. Um, but the way that they hand off there, it was really nice. And the way that Ian's voice sounded there, it sounded so full and dare I say the word ethereal, just to be fitting with this. Um, oh, I'm really liking this. So in Iron's part, he said, "In that distant place, far away, there are countless bright stars in the sky. Inside that shimmering tunnel, loneliness disappears." And then Lino said, "Here, may I shine by your side too." That's cute as hell. Are you kidding me? I was gonna first of all, I was gonna like talk about like Iron's section and then talk about Lino, but then "Here may I shine by your side too." I love the way that in Iron's part there, though there are countless. I can't read today. Well, it's tonight, but still, there are countless bright stars in the sky. Um, I love that being a metaphor for stay, because there are so many of us, and we're not all in the same place. And even like the people that like the stay that are closer, like in distance, they are still far away. There is still that distance. Um, yeah, I like the we're continuing the journey metaphor from the chorus, with Shimmering Tunnel. Obviously, Shimmering Tunnel probably also refers to the physical shape of the universe as like a quantifiable kind of thing. Um, and also, I guess, as well, the kind of Stray Kids stay universe specifically because of the fact that loneliness disappears there. Um, I didn't know that when I said that earlier, um, about like being like stays that are lonely and stuff like that. But that it's good to know that that's here. That makes me happy. Okay, I think I went back. I'm gonna go back again just to make sure. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited. Love that. Shut up. Shut up. I love that we went there at the back end of that pre-chorus from Changbin to Felix. Their vocal tones worked so well. I always love the way that Stray Kids kind of arrangements. That's what I was looking for. The way that the Stray Kids songs are arranged, especially in terms of like voice types. Putting voice types together, and this is another example where I just love the use of those different voice types. Different voice types. That's not what I was meant to say. That was gonna say. Yeah, it was actually. Sorry, brain fog. But the way that that you can group the different voice types. That's what I was trying to say. I love that. I love the fact that even this pretty chorus here has the same level of sentimentality. So this is Hyunjin, Hangchan, Changbin, and Felix. So it looks like, if I'm right, Hyunjin does the background, hey, hey, and then he said, obviously I'm not going to repeat that 4 times, but the hey section, and then on days when I feel alone for no reason, Chan goes in with just take my hand when I reach out to you. And I love that because, sorry, I was gonna like go through the rest, but I love that because that, yes, feels like a conversation between Stray Kids and Stay, but also, and I don't know if anyone else is reading into it like this, but it also reads to me like a conversation genuinely between Hyunjin and Bangtan, because we know that over the past year or so, and I don't know when this was written, but we know for the past year or so there was this, dare I say, doubt as the word, that Hyunjin was feeling. And given that this was written by both Han and Seungmin, this particular part feels like something that, like in real life, like a conversation between Hyunjin and Seungmin. I'm a little teary eyed now. I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't expect. Okay, I knew it was an anniversary song, so it's probably gonna be emotional, but I wasn't thinking it was gonna tear up. We're fine. And then, and then after that, Changbin and Felix say, among the countless stars in the Milky Way, if one day our paths align into the same orbit, we'll shine brighter than anyone. We'll surely sound brighter than anyone else. There's only one reason. It's just you and me. I love that. Acknowledging the distance, but it's also that that kind of, it's almost like, I hate to say that meme, but that meme, like some people's, you know, when you say, like, when someone says like, God couldn't make me XY because he knew I'd do this. It feels like that a little bit. Does that make sense? Like a lot of like I'm chronically ill, so like a lot of chronically ill people will be like, God didn't give me God knew that I'd be unstoppable if I could stand up, kind of thing. That was the kind of meme that was in my head. I don't know if anyone even knows that or even finds that funny, but that's just kind of the humor that I'm in right now. I love this. I know some of you guys are probably going to be like, oh my god, he's not even listening to the song, he's pausing so much. This is genuinely how I react to songs, and I apologize in advance, although we're already doing it, so not really in advance. Genuinely, this is how I react. I don't often do second listens of songs. Again, as I said earlier, just a little bit ago, I'm chronically ill. I don't always have the bandwidth to listen to, for the purpose of reactions, the song twice over. I hope you understand. Yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. Are you kidding me? I looked over, obviously this is the chorus, so I already know what it says, but I looked over and I love the way that this chorus has pairings. So the first lines are Lino and Han, and I love the way that their voices are blending in their section. It creates this interesting texture where there's almost this connectedness where you can't tell where Lino's voice ends and Han's begins, and it's really, really beautiful. And then the second part is Seungmin and Felix, and I love the way that we almost create this distance that the song's been talking about. So we've got the connectedness with Lino and Han, and then with Seungmin and Felix, because of the harmony and the contrast between their voices, you get this separation. Oh my god, I really, really like this. I really, really like this a lot. This is so beautiful. We're gonna carry on. I don't have anything else to say, but Okay, come through like anime moment, like TV OST moment with the piano. Hello, the the way that it's like building. Sorry, I had to. The, and these strings. Oh my god. Shut up. Changbin singing is my life. I love Changbin's voice so freaking much. Sorry. Just, I have to. I had to stop to say that. Sorry. Oh, that guitar. Shut up. We're going back. We're going back. Don't worry. Oh, that verse 2. That verse 2 was gorgeous. And then the pre-chorus. Oh. First the verse. Again, we're carrying on this kind of conversation between Stray Kids and Stay in that way, or you can take it as what I was taking as earlier. Especially because with the lyrics here, it says, "Under the same sky you told me, you're doing great. So moving forward, let's promise to hold on tight to each other's hands." Again, that gives me, again, obviously I wasn't in the room, I wasn't around during that time, but that really, really feels like not just conversations, obviously, that Hyunjin and Sungmin had, but what likely have other members, pairings. And I think that's the big thing about this song is pairings. Pairing of Stray and Stray. Hello, I was gonna say Stray Kids, and then I just went with Stray Kids and Stay, and the pairings of dual members. I think that's a running theme throughout this. But I'm sure that there's often been these conversations and things like that, off of camera and things like that. And then this pre-chorus. So we have 3 pairings here of Hyunjin and Lino, Hyunjin and Felix, Lino and Changbin, and then Bang Chan at the end. And the reason that I was saying earlier about the sorry, my brain is not working today. The pairings is because I saw how many pairings we had in this pre-chorus. Now, it's funny because the way that this is laid out is it's Hyunjin, Lino, Hyunjin and Felix, Lino and Changbin, Hangchan. And I found that really interesting. I'm on Genius for this, by the way. I'm assuming it's not showing up. I'm assuming the album artwork is showing up for you guys. I'm hoping that's because I can't see anything else but the song in this. And I find that really, really interesting because of how the pre-chorus leans into this little bit of insecurity. Like in this pre-chorus, we see on nights that feel endlessly long. And in the previous pre-chorus, it was on days when I feel alone for no reason. And I like the fact that I don't like the fact that they feel lonely, of course, but I like the fact that those lines then appear to create this bond between themselves and another member. In this case, as I said, Hyunjin and Felix, Lino and Changbin. And I'll talk about Chan in just a second. that creates that solidarity and that connection. And onto Chan. I don't think. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't. When I say he's alone, I don't mean this in a way, and I hope he doesn't feel like this. But obviously, when I talk about this about being alone, here, I wonder if he is alone here because obviously the line here says, "There's only one reason. It's just you and me." Oh, then that sounded amazing. But that line there felt like him standing in front of his members saying that to us. And so that's why it felt like he wasn't alone. Like he was saying it alone, but like that's how I imagined it in my head, if that makes sense to you guys. Yeah, I talked about that for a long time. I'm really sorry. I'm s- I Stray Kids are my alt group, if you guys didn't know. And so yeah. I also just wanted to say really quickly, I have heard Hyunjin's Lover. Um, I didn't react to it. I wasn't recording much this past month or so. Again, I'm chronically ill and stuff. His voice is so good, and it's so good here too. I'm excited because I just read the chorus, like the chorus, who's singing what, and so I'm excited for that. But yeah, okay. I think I went back. Let's just see. Okay, sorry. Wait. Sorry. I got distracted because my eyes went to the like we're following the lyrics, and and I did that thing. I'm sure you guys do it too, where you like read a word and then your eye line will go to the wrong place, and I'm like, but that's not where we are. Sorry. Again. Okay, first I want to talk because I went back for a reason on the pre-chorus. The way that Hyunjin's voice and Felix's voice worked together there was such a softness to Hyunjin's voice that to me it just felt like a warm hug. And then when we got to this, and we start with Ian and Seungmin. I feel like Seungmin really allowed Ian to take the spotlight there. When I said earlier about Lino and Han, the similar thing with the connectedness happened here. But in contrast to that, I heard Ian more in that. And then when Chan and Hyunjin came in with their part there, it sounded a lot less like Chan and Hyunjin like running parallel to each other, and more Hyunjin running on his own, and then Chan coming in on the occasional word and phrase to support, almost like to lift him up. I've made the mistake in the past, especially like when I've reacted, for instance, to Escape. I think, very unaware of Hyunjin's range, and I don't mean like low to high. I mean, or rather, just mean that. I mean the way his voice can kind of move, if that makes sense. That during when I reacted to Escape, because I didn't have like lyrics like this, there were times that I misattributed, I should say, lines to Chan that were Hyunjin's, and I feel like here, it's almost, and I don't know if this is intentional. This might just be how the song happened to work out. But here, it almost feels like Chan is kind of subconsciously saying like, this is listen to Hyunjin, listen to Hyunjin, like I'm here, but listen to Hyunjin, kind of thing. Almost like telling, if not me, then anyone else who may have done the same thing. Again, unintentionally, I never did it. Like I never did it and never did it with intent. But anyone that was like me that misheard and misattributed, like listen, like he's here, listen to him. And I really, really like this. I'm going to try and come back to the start of the chorus, because I believe, yeah, according to this, we're onto an outro. So I want to try and go back. Guitar. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, I love that outro. I was like, you probably saw like I was doing this, like I can feel like that moment, like if you imagine like a concert, a stadium, like that, and then the high notes. I love that it's Han and Seungmin that start the song, and then Han and Seungmin that end the song. It creates this real kind of bookend to the song, and then closes it up nicely. Yeah. I just had a thought about the title, because obviously the title is Pure Beat. You can't have a star without light. When a star loses its light, it's no longer a star, it burns out, it's gone. And I think that is the perfect, it's the perfect description of this song and what it's kind of trying to, well, not what it's trying to, but what it's saying throughout. And again, the kind of the lines that feel like conversational, because you've got your poetic lines and then you've got your conversational lines. The conversational lines feel like trying to stop someone losing their light, a little bit. Because I mean, I go back to the chorus. Even if I become a star swallowed by darkness, just like night, just like now, hello, just like now, stay by my side. that fear of losing your talent, losing your ability, losing things that you've worked for, burning out. Yeah, I really, really like this. Han and Sungmin did an amazing job with the writing of this. I'm gonna see who. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna see who we have on production. Okay, so we don't have official like production, but we do have composer credits of Sungmin, Han, Million Boy, and Young Hood. I'm not aware of who Million Boy and Young Hood is. Did I say Youngblood or Young Hood the first time? It's Young Hood. Just just to make sure on that. This was amazing. There's so many moments where I could go like the piano I could go like, oh, that's Han pop coded. The guitar, oh, that's that could either be Han or that could be Sungmin coded. You know, in terms of like how what they like to write with, and things like that. I can definitely as well hear in the way of like talking about like journeys and paths, Sungmin's kind of the As We Are music video comes into my mind. I'm shaking, and it's not just because I'm anxious to be on camera, but no, this was amazing. The vocals were amazing. The song was really, really good. Everyone, and by everyone I mean every member, we got to hear their voice and their color in the group from the group in the song. I also like, sorry, going back to the title. This will probably be the last thing I say, but the title, the way it's written, and then stays in brackets. Yeah, in brackets. I was gonna say something else, and I don't know what I was gonna say. But in brackets, I like that. That's almost like it's saying it's obvious. Like, of course you're the star. Of course you're also the light. That's what it reads like to me. Like, and like it's stating, like it's saying, like, of course it's obvious. You know, without me saying the words, of course it's obvious. Uh, I love this. Um, I know the way that I did this is probably unorthodox, and probably lots of you guys are like, "Oh my god, you didn't just listen to it through and then go through it again." I hope you understand why I didn't do that the way that I did. Was that English? I'm sorry that that wasn't how I did it. But I think that was the best way for me to do it. Um, yeah, and yeah, I love this song. Um, you know when you have an urge to do something and you do it and it feels amazing. That was me sitting down to record this tonight. It's currently before 3 o'clock in the morning. It's almost 2:20. Obviously I started earlier, but like I woke up after having like this tiniest amount of sleep, waking up and being like, I really want to react to this right now. And I was, as you can probably hear, I'm a little bit anxious, but a little bit nervous about being on camera. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad. Because this is just such an amazing song and I love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to this waffle if you have. Support the original song, of course. I'll put the link to the YouTube version of the song, but it is on streaming. I don't think I'll be able to handle if we get like a music video or like a lyric video. Like sometimes Stray Kids have those animated animated videos. I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. I probably won't react to that. I probably will listen to that in my own time / watch in my own time if that's the thing. Just because obviously I've already heard the song and I don't want to risk repeating myself over and over. Probably already did that in this video. But yeah, support the song on streaming, on YouTube, wherever you listen to music. Happy anniversary to Stray Kids. And, yeah, thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Bye.